Quotes of Swami Vivekananda on success go on, remember patience and purity and courage and steady work. So long as you are pure, and true to your principles, you will never fail. May you be ever possessed of valor. It is the hero alone, not the coward, who has liberation within his easy reach. Gird up your loins, ye heroes, for before you are your enemies, the dire army of infatuation. It is undoubtedly true that all great achievements are fraught with numerous impediments, still you should exert your utmost for your end. There is the danger of frittering away your energies by taking up an idea only for its novelty, and then giving it up for another that is newer. Take one thing up and do it, and see the end of it, and before you have seen the end, do not give it up. He who can become mad with an idea, he alone sees light. Have you got the will to surmount mountain-high obstructions? If the whole world stands against you sword in hand, would you still dare to do what you think is right? All great undertakings are achieved through mighty obstacles. Keep up the deepest mental poise. Take not even the slightest notice of what puerile creatures may be saying against you. If it is impossible to attain perfection here and now, there is no proof that we can attain perfection in any other life. Things do not grow better. They remain as they are, and we grow better by the changes we make in them. Be good, and evil will vanish for you. The whole universe will thus be changed. This is the greatest gain to society. This is the great gain to the human organism. Sincerity of conviction and purity of motive will surely gain the day, and even a small minority, armed with these, is surely destined to prevail against all odds. The essence of true success is what you make of yourself. It is the conduct of life that you develop, it is the character that you cultivate, and it is the type of person you become. This is the central meaning of successful living. Your success is not measured in terms of what all you obtained, but in terms of what you become, how you live, and what actions you do. Upon this point reflect well and attain great happiness. Live for an ideal, and that one ideal alone. Let it be so great, so strong, that there may be nothing else left in the mind, no place for anything else, no time for anything else. Do not go for glass beads leaving the mine of diamonds. This life is a great chance. What, seekest thou the pleasures of the world? He is the fountain of all bliss. See for the highest, aim at that highest, and you shall reach the highest. If the mind is intensely eager, everything can be accomplished, mountains can be crumbled into atoms. Arise and awake, for the time is passing and all our energies will be frittered away in vain talking. Arise and awake, let minor things and quarrels over little details and fights over little doctrines be thrown aside, for here is the greatest of all works, here are the sinking millions. And first of all, work it out for your own country. Take care. Beware of everything that is untrue, stick to truth and we shall succeed, maybe slowly, but surely. When you are doing any work, do not think of anything beyond. Do it as worship, as the highest worship, and devote your whole life to it for the time being. Never think there is anything impossible for the soul. It is the greatest heresy to think so. If there is sin, this is the only sin, to say that you are weak, or others are weak. So long as you have faith and honesty and devotion, everything will prosper. So long as there is no feeling of disunion amongst you, through grace of the Lord, I assure, there is no danger for you. Spread ideas, go from village to village, from door to door, then only there will be real work. Otherwise, lying complacently on the bed and ringing the bell now and then is a sort of disease. Pure and simple, do not lower your goals to the level of your abilities. Instead, raise your abilities to the height of your goals. Take risks in your life. If you win, you can lead. If you lose, you can guide. All the great accomplishments are hard. Nothing worthwhile comes easy, but do not lower your ideal because it is difficult to attain. Hold the banner of freedom aloft. Strength. Strength, strength. Say that to yourself day and night, you are strong, pure, and free. No weakness in you, no sin, no misery. Stand upon the self, only then can we truly love the world. Take a very high stand, knowing our universal nature, we must look with perfect calmness upon all the panorama of the world. The history of the world is the history of a few men who had faith in themselves. That faith calls the divinity within. You can do anything. You fail only when you do not strive sufficiently to manifest infinite power. How has all the knowledge in the world been gained but the concentration of the powers of mind? The world is ready to give its secrets, if we only know how to knock, how to give it the necessary blow. The strength and force of the blow come through concentration. What work you do expect from the men of little hearts? Nothing in the world. You must have an iron will if you would cross the ocean. You must be strong enough to pierce mountains. The ideal of faith in ourselves is of the greatest help to us, throughout the history of mankind. If any motive power has been more potent than another in the lives of all great men and women, it is that of faith in themselves. Be always ready to concede to the opinions of your brethren, and try always to conciliate. That is the whole secret. Fight on bravely. Life is short. Give it up to a great cause. Action will come. Fill yourselves with the ideal, whatever you do, think well on it. All your actions will be magnified, transformed, deified, by the very power of the thought. If matter is powerful, thought is omnipotent. Bring this thought to bear upon your life, fill yourselves with the thought of your almightiness, your majesty, and your glory. The mind uncontrolled and unguided will drag us down, forever rend us, kill us, and the mind controlled and guided will save us, free us. They say, have faith in this fellow or that fellow, but I say, have faith in yourself first, that's the way. Have faith in yourself, all power is in you, be conscious and bring it out. Say, I can do everything. Even the poison of a snake is powerless if you can firmly deny it. Every man should take up his own ideal and endeavor to accomplish it. That is a surer way of progress than taking up other men's ideals, which he can never hope to accomplish. He who struggles is better than he who never attempts. Stand up for God, let the world go. Have no compromise. The doors are open for us, and we can all get out without the competition and struggle, and yet we struggle. The struggle we create through our own ignorance, through impatience, we are in too great a hurry. The highest manifestation of strength is to keep ourselves calm and on our own feet. The ideal man is he who, in the midst of the greatest silence and solitude, finds the intensest activity, and in the midst of the intensest activity finds the silence and solitude of the desert. That is the ideal of Karma Yoga, and if you have attained to that, you have really learned the secret of work. Do not be mere white mice in a treadmill, working always and never accomplishing anything. Every desire is fraught with evil, whether the desire itself be good or evil. Put on all powers, philosophy, work, prayer, meditation, crowd all sail, put on all head of steam, reach the goal. The sooner, the better. Strength is life, weakness is death, strength is felicity, life eternal, immortal. Weakness is constant strain and misery. Sincerity of conviction and purity of motive will surely gain the day, and even a small minority, armed with these, is surely destined to prevail against all odds. The concentrated mind is the lamp that shows us every corner of the soul. When an idea exclusively occupies the mind, it is transformed into an actual physical or mental state. Choose the highest ideal and live your life up to that. Look at the ocean and not at the wave. Never mind failures, they are quite natural, they are the beauty of life, these failures. What would life be without them? It would not be worth having if it were not for struggles. Where would be the poetry of life? Never mind the struggles, the mistakes. When once you consider an action, do not let anything dissuade you. Consult your heart, not others, and then follow its dictates. Know that every time you feel weak, you not only hurt yourself but also the cause. Infinite faith and strength are the only conditions of success. What the nation wants is pluck and scientific genius. We want great spirit, tremendous energy, and boundless enthusiasm. The cheerful mind perseveres and the strong mind hews its way through 1,000 difficulties. Be obedient and eternally faithful to the cause of truth, humanity, and your country, and you will move the world. Remember, it is the person, the life, which is the secret of power, nothing else. To succeed, you must have tremendous perseverance, tremendous will. I will drink the ocean, says the persevering soul, at my will mountains will crumble up. Have that sort of energy, that sort of will, work hard, and you will reach the goal. The whole life is a succession of dreams. My ambition is to be a conscious dreamer, that is all. That is all. That is all.